Because he was teaching monotheism. He was teaching that
You know
you have
what? There's a bunch of people. There's a bunch of people that teach monotheism, and they are child molesters and whatnot.
Like who actually teaches monotheism and is a child molester?
You really want to know?
I know you're gonna say.
Yeah, so don't make me say it.
No, but that's debatable though. It's like I mean the age of marriage back then, and that's a whole new topic.
Right. All these excuses and these defenses for child molestation. Yeah.
Hi, welcome back to Religious Insights. On today's episode of our usual debate with Godlogic, a Muslim used terrible logic against John chapter 15 verse 25 and he got cooked for it. Let's watch this video for more amazing details.
Well, according to Jesus, okay. So according to Jesus, he and the Father both sinned the paraclete. Is that right?
Ultimately, it's the Father, but
no, it's not ultimately the Father. It says he sinned.
Under my interpretation, yes.
Well, I don't care about your again.
Oh, wait. What are you saying? Wait. One second.
Hold on, please. Let me land in. I do not care about your interpretation, nor do I care about my interpretation. The only thing I care about is what the text says. So you have the text in John 14, which is what you're referring to, where Jesus says, I will ask the Father and he will give you another comforter, another paraclete, right? And then you have here in John 16, where Jesus says that he's sending the comforter. Put two and two together. And then you also have John 15:26, where he says, the comforter, the paraclete, who I will send from the Father, because he comes out of the Father. He proceeds from the Father, right? So this is what we have in the context of the paraclete and him being sent. The Father and the Son both send the paraclete who proceeds from the Father, right?
Okay. So
is that correct?
As you quoted from John 14.
Is that correct? Is that correct? Before you continue.
No, I don't agree with your interpretation, no.
That's not an Okay, hold on.
I agree with what you're reading, yeah. So when you have John 14:16.
Give me one second. Hold on.
Yeah, go ahead.
Here, Jesus says he's going to send him, right?
Yeah, but I interpret it as in ultimately the Father.
I don't care how you interpret it. Yeah. I do not care how you interpret it. That's what it says, that he sends it.
Okay, but is it a possible interpretation, yes or no?
No, it's not.
It's not?
Now let's go here.
Okay, go ahead. Show me why it's impossible.
That's not what the text says.
All right.
According to the text here, he says, I will ask the Father and he will give you another helper, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we see that both the Father and the Son is giving the comforter, right?
Yes, but ultimately the Father.
Okay, you said yes. Nice. Now, let's go to the next chapter. According to this verse, but when the helper comes, whom I will send to you from the Father, the Spirit of truth, who proceeds from the Father, which means to come out of, he will bear witness about me. So we see clearly from the text that Jesus and the Father send the Spirit, right? Send the helper. He's from the Father. He proceeds from the Father, being sent by Jesus, correct?
Okay. So now you added John 15. Now, the issue with John 15 is it's very well accepted that John 15 is like a forgery. It's been added to the text, okay?
Can you show me that?
So, yeah, okay. So let me explain. So Origen, when he commentates on John, he doesn't commentate on John 15. Okay, so he goes from John 4. Yeah, just let me finish.
Dean, can you show me? You're wasting my time. You're wasting my time. Do you have a manuscript of John 15 that doesn't have verse 26?
Brother, understand what I'm saying, and then you can respond. Okay, because I didn't even tell you what my evidence for this. Okay?
Do you have a manuscript of John 15, 26?
No, it's not based on manuscripts. It's not based on manuscripts.
So all the manuscripts.
Textual criticism. One second. There's textual criticism beyond just manuscripts. Okay.
Do all the manuscripts have John 15:26 saying exactly what it says here?
Manuscripts doesn't have to do with my argument right now.
You said that it's a textual corruption.
Yes, and the scholars that say it's a potential corruption, a probable corruption.
Do you have a manuscript that shows textual corruption?
I told you like twice already. No. Can you let me respond? Can you respond? So, yeah, Origen, when he's commentating on this, as I was reading yesterday from Origen, he skips over John 15. He doesn't even quote from it. Okay, When he's doing his commentaries on John 14, there's no John 15, then it's John 16. As well as there's inconsistencies, internal inconsistencies. When you have all of them together, it seems like it's the same event.
Does Origin say that John 15 doesn't exist, or
can you finish?
Does he say it doesn't exist?
No, he doesn't. He doesn't commentate on it. He skips over it in his commentary. Okay. Then
you're saying skips over.
Okay, can you let me finish?
That implies that he did that on purpose. That's not a skipping over. That's you asserting what Origin is doing.
Okay, if someone is commentating on the Gospel of John, he commentates from John 1 till the end, or I'd say 14. He's commentating on 14 at the very least, not on 15 at all. Then he goes on to 16 on his commentaries. Okay, and he's quoting passage for passage within them. What's the probability? He had it in front of him, and he's just choosing not to commentate on it. The probability, obviously, is otherwise that it wasn't with him. Okay, it's an addition. Now that's my response for John 15. And yeah, John 15 makes it more explicit, sure. But I'm working with John 14 and John 16.
Okay. So now that you've said that, so Origin doesn't say that it's a textual corruption. You're just asserting that because he omits John 15 from his commentary.
From his commentary, yeah.
So him omitting that, not mentioning that, you're asserting, there's a textual corruption. You admitted that in every manuscript of John 15, it has verse 26 exactly how we read it. So you have no textual evidence of any type of variant here, nor do you have any church fathers, or nobody saying that this is a textual variant here, or this was cut out, or doesn't exist, or is an interpolation. You have nothing but your assertions. So again, let's get back to the main point here. We have here John 15:26. We have John 14, and we have John 16. John 14, the Father will give you another helper. He was going to pray, and the Father will give you another helper. Jesus says that he's the one who's sending the helper, and he says that he's sending the helper from the Father. Now, do you believe that Muhammad was sent by Jesus from Allah, proceeding out of Allah?
Okay, so you're using John 15 here?
I'm using all of them.
Okay, and I just told you I'm not using John 15. So do you want to go in a circle, or what are we doing?
This is what we do. Thanks for coming. That's what we can do. Thanks for coming. Let's see who's next here. Imagine that, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to go to the paraclete passages. Oh, yeah, but man, John 15, that doesn't work. So John 15, that's an interpolation. Do you have a text manuscript that says it? No, well, actually, Origin in his commentary, he doesn't mention it. In Origin's commentary, it doesn't mention John 15, so therefore it's a textual corruption there. And there's an internal inconsistency there. Thanks for coming, bro. Man, Dean is so dishonest. It's crazy. But I appreciate it, man. Nahid, how you doing? You're on stage.
Hello.
Welcome. God bless you.
May Allah give you hidayah. Okay, what do you have to say, Mr. Godlogic?
Why don't you guys follow Jesus, man?
No, I need not.
What?
I need not follow him.
You don't follow him?
I need not follow him.
Oh, you don't need to follow him?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, really.
Isn't he the Messiah?
Why should I follow him?
Isn't he the Messiah?
Why should I follow him?
Hold on a second.
I follow my Allah.
That's good. That's good. That's good.
Who sent him?
Do you follow Muhammad?
Who sent his father? I follow Allah.
Do you follow Muhammad?
I follow Allah.
So is that a no? You don't follow Muhammad?
Of course I do.
Okay.
He was sent by Allah.
So you follow Muhammad, but you don't follow and don't need to follow Jesus. Is that correct? What's today's date?
I don't follow. I follow Allah. Whatever time, whosoever he sends, I follow him. If I would have been in the time of Isa, I would have followed him
Okay.
and would have stood for it. I would not follow anyone. I would have followed him.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. I don't need to follow Jesus. All right. So far, this is what we got tallied from Muslim statements in 2025. It's ever changing. We got Allah is a mother in some sense. We got Allah begets in some sense. We got Allah and Muhammad is not their teacher. And then we can pray to Jesus because he is our prophet. And then today we have a Muslim saying that he doesn't need to follow Jesus. This is awesome. Keep them coming, guys. We are only in January. So Jesus is your Messiah, right?
No.
Say that again.
No.
Jesus is not your Messiah.
No.
So the Quran was wrong when he said he's the Messiah?
Messiah has too many meanings. What do you mean exactly by Messiah? As a savior?
You got too much noise in your background, man.
By Messiah, what do you mean? As a savior?
Your Quran calls him the Messiah. You don't know what that means?
No, yeah, Quran calls him Messiah in different contexts. So what do you mean by Messiah?
It says that the angels told her, hey, Allah is giving you a word. You know, this isn't going to work. Thanks for coming, man. Abdi, how you doing? Oh, you're back.
Hey, bro.
You came back.
Yeah, I did, because
Under a different name?
that's a misunderstanding.
So does the Quran, correspond with Jesus saying that he's the Son of God who's going to raise the dead on the last day?
Not in the sense that you understand it.
Okay. Let me see here. For this is the will of my Father, that everyone who looks on the Son, and believes in him should have eternal life. And I will raise him up on the last day. Does that line up with your Quran that Jesus is going to be the one who resurrects the dead on the last day?
But not Jesus as a person, right? You're talking about the spirit. You're talking about something else, the teachings as well of that.
He doesn't say the teachings. He says, I will raise him up on the last day.
But it says, for this is the will of the Father. So he's there doing the will of the Father.
Yeah, and the will of the Father is for him to raise the dead on the last day. Does that coincide with the Quran? That Allah is the Father and Jesus is his Son who's going to raise the dead on the last day?
But we do not believe he's the Son in a real.
Thanks for coming. Ooh. Ghazal, how you doing?
Yo, Godlogic was good.
What's good?
Okay, so there's something that's been bugging me out about Christianity.
Why don't you guys follow Jesus?
I do follow Jesus.
No, you don't. You don't.
I follow the footsteps of Jesus. Yes, I do.
You don't know what he taught.
Yes, I do.
What did he teach? Other than
It teaches in the Quran. Okay, first of all, I'm asking you the question first. So,
I didn't know that you started.
Tell me the concept of the Trinity.
Oh, host, I'm so sorry that you started this stream and I'm changing your topic. I'm sorry, host. Forgive me, Your Grace, my insolence, but
only God can forgive. Anyway,
but I am, Your Grace, and forgive my insolence again. I am asking that you do forgive my repugnance, because Your Grace, and please again forgive me.
Ani Fahad Al Ghazal, and I'm going to
stream. I know your host. I know, host, Your Grace. There was a line of topic here, and I would just, it would be remiss of me not to beg for your forgiveness again, and beg that we stick to the topic that you had here, Your Excellency.
Okay, stop obeying me. You should only obey God. Anyways.
But I'm sorry, Your Grace. You told me to obey you. You told me.
When did I say obey me?
You said that you asked the question first.
Yeah, I didn't say obey me.
I mean, you basically did.
Okay. So I stopped twisting my words. Tell me the full concept of the.
So what did Jesus teach then, since you follow him?
Okay, I asked the question first.
Again, Your Grace, please forgive me. Forgive my influence.
So you're obeying somebody else other than God?
I know this is tough. Okay, I know this is tough, Your Grace.
Actually, just tell me the concept of the Trinity. I don't understand.
You tell me what Jesus taught?
Tell me, I asked you first.
Okay.
Tell me the concept of the Trinity.
Forgive me again, Your Excellency, Your Grace, Your Holiness. I am going to have to just move on to the next guest, since it seems that you can't, and forgive my insolence again, Your Grace, can't engage with the topic at hand. So maybe another time.
Away from my questions. You're running away from.
Yes, I'm running away. I'm running away.
Oh, okay.
Right, so take care of yourself. Take care of yourself.
Okay.
Is this Mazen? No. Mazen is Dawa Logic. Muslim Logic, what's up?
Yo, what's up, Avery?
What's going on? Did you have a good day?
Yeah, don't hang up on me this time.
I might not. Depends on how you act here. If you're honest.
Nah, we're honest. We can have a civil conversation.
We can be civil, but if you're dishonest, I got to move on.
Nah, it's respectable.
Okay. So why don't you guys follow Jesus?
Well, you really think about it. The Abrahamic faith has nothing to do with the Trinity.
Okay, so why don't you follow Jesus?
I do follow him.
Really? What did he teach, other than God is one?
No, he was a good man. Honorable man.
How do you know that?
Because it's in the Quran. It's also in the Bible.
Where does the Quran say he was honorable?
I don't know all the verses, honestly. Like I'm here to learn, on stuff too. So,
all right.
But
so
I know he's a good man.
What did he teach? What did he teach that shows you he was a good man?
Because he was teaching monotheism. He was teaching that you have to obey.
There's a bunch of people. There's a bunch of people that teach monotheism, and they are child molesters and whatnot.
Like who? Who actually teaches monotheism and is a child molester?
You really want to know?
I know you're gonna say.
Yeah, so don't make me say it.
No, but that's debatable though. It's like the age of marriage back then, and that's a whole new topic.
Right. All these excuses and these defenses for child molestation. Yeah.
No, it's just like you having excuses for how monotheism went through Trinity.
Right. Thanks for coming, man.
Alright, welcome back guys. I believe you enjoyed watching this video. Let us know your views in the comment section, and in case you're yet to subscribe to this channel, please do well to subscribe. Hit the notification button to be notified each time we post new and engaging videos like this. I think when the word dishonesty was invented, it was mistakenly replaced with Muslims, because the level of dishonesty by these guys is on all-time high. How on earth can you say the text mentioned Muhammad then, and when you get refuted, all of a sudden the text you claim mentioned your prophet is now inconsistent and then corrupt? From a simple research, Origen's commentary on the Gospel of John extensively covers chapters and verses, including John 15. So I don't know where this young man is getting his information from. A simple Google research would have saved him from a lot of embarrassment, but because he failed to make research, he preferred to use assumption and he got cooked for it. I don't expect them to understand the concept of the Trinity when they can't understand their own book. If the Quran is difficult for them to understand, then the Bible should be harder for them as well. So it is very simple. If they cannot understand their books, then I don't expect them to understand ours as well. So guys, thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to share it with your friends, your family. Subscribe if you have not done so. Thank you for watching. We would love to see you in our next video.